It's BudPod episode 28.
And a wizard is never late.
That was some good Gandalf.
Thanks. He's a dickhead, I think, in
Do you
that
think?
bit. Yeah, because he says, a wizard arrives precisely when he means to. You go, why? What other job would we let someone... I think you'll find actuaries arrive precisely when they're... Not why?
To be fair, like almost every tradesman is operating
on
a Gandalfian.
Yes, A plumber arrives just any time. It will be, it'll be when I decide.
They're on a Gandalfian schedule.
Yeah, I had this when I was in Manchester the other week. I got woken up at like 5:30 in the morning by like the room service phone, the hotel room landline. And it's weird to hear a landline ringing in the year of our Lord 2025.
That's already, I'm in a horror film.
Yeah, and it was to let me know that the cab that I'd booked for an hour later, he's already arrived and he's in reception. So he's ready for you to get up now. I was like, why?
Insane. Look, we don't live in the world of the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Mm.
But insane that a hotel worker couldn't have intervened and gone, but it's for an hour from now, and just kind of like deflected that as a matter of guest comfort.
Yes, and it's made me realise.
But I guess they just go, well, there's a man in front of me, whereas Glenn is just a voice on a phone that I can annoy.
Yes. This has given me an idea of what to do if I find out the hotel room number of someone I hate.
Yeah.
And to just go downstairs and go, I'm in room 1428, and I'd love a big old wake-up call at 3 a.m. You know that wake-up call where the clown comes into the room and just gently rests his penis on your forehead and drags it across? I'd love that one, please. And it's for me, not my enemy.
I would love a wake-up call, but I don't like to wake up too suddenly. What I like is the frightening fire alarm volume of your landlines, which I know that they are that loud because there's a hotel. But then when I pick up the phone, I'd like you to whisper the wake-up call. Almost inaudibly. That's because then it's like I'm relaxing again.
Yeah.
That's nice for me. I would like that.
Yeah, I want overnight classic FM presenter voice.
Yeah.
Perfect for when you're driving back from a gig.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had that before, but only at my first car, the only station you could get out in like the wilderness would always be like classic FM.
Yeah.
And on a drive back from a gig, I'd be like turning it up like to 50, just in the hope of just trying to get some bass for the first time. Like, why is there no bass? Speaking of loud wake ups, it was your stag do at the weekend.
Yes, it was.
And I specifically, because I was sharing a room with a friend who shall not be named, I decided it would be funny to set a very specific alarm or pretend to have an alarm, which was just a loud, solitary gunshot. Because I thought, I was having a think about this. I was like, if it's like machine gun fire, then obviously you have your initial, oh fuck, and then you go, it's going on for ages. The gunshot, by the time you're out of bed, like by the time you sit bolt upright, it's gone, and you go, did I just?
So you got a really loud gunshot, but then presumably with like a tail end of like a minute of silence, so it didn't just go.
Yes, it was just one. Like, oh. How did you find your stag?
It was great.
Yeah,
it was great. There was we did clay pigeon shooting.
Yeah,
and there was lots of pork.
Yes, and we all dressed up as monks.
We dressed up as monks,
and
yes.
You were dressed as an abbot.
Yes.
Now do you understand why I resented when I moved house that I couldn't put in like multiple pairs of trousers, but I had to pack a monk's outfit as one of the limited items of clothing I can take in my temporary accommodation.
So it's like Desert Island Discs, but you have to have a Gregorian chant CD.
Yes.
Because I
love the tabor. That's my favourite of the instruments.
The plane that's crashing is full of them. So you have to have a Gregorian chant CD.
Yeah, it was.
Funny.
Yeah,
a monk costume in a bath is quite sinister. I've left something out for you.
Yeah, because it looks like he's dissolved.
Yeah.
Acid bath monk. I made a crippling social faux pas, which I confided you on the way home. The pork element was excellent. And this involved the big hog roast. There was an enormous hog roast.
Yes.
It led to, I think, one person, but it could have been multiple parties, committing the worst farts I've ever encountered in my life.
It was astonishing.
It was like burnt.
Everyone agreed that it was astonishing. It wasn't a matter of like, oh, I guess the fart's over there in that corner. I can't really smell it. It was it was like we'd gone there to vote, like in the UN, on how bad they were. I would say that the farts were intense enough that it was like walking through a cobweb.
Yeah, that was.
It's like,
Yeah, Sarah Millican would say they had a real skin on them.
and it wouldn't go.
It was because the finger kept being pointed like around of like, I think it's this person, please stop fucking doing it.
Yeah.
When the finger at one point got pointed at me, I've never had less of a sense of humor about it because it was like, you're accusing me of being terminally ill. Because whoever here is doing this needs to get themselves straight to a hospice. It was unbelievable. It actually spoiled the weekend.
You also said something very funny where you'd lost a game and you were having to drink too much beer in one go.
Yeah. It was like essentially a beer pong-esque game.
Yeah, and someone offered you some Madry and you said the phrase, "I have all the Madry I could ever want." Which is a really funny...
Brackets negative.
Yeah,
I mean that pejoratively. But you don't have any Madry. I know.
Yes, correct.
Yes. And let's briefly pause this right
Yes.
here because you'll probably have noticed if you're watching at home,
The studio's
it looks
on
like
fire.
there's a fire in
The
here,
studio's on fire.
and we're really apathetic about that. It's a condensation issue. We are working on it. Sorry if it's getting very cloudy visually. It is. Don't worry, going to get significantly worse.
Do not wipe
over
your
the course of the
screen.
episode.
Do not wipe.
Never wipe. Never wipe.
This is a problem here.
We're a family cloth household.
Family cloth.
We'll talk about family cloth another time.
Yeah.
It's family cloth. There's not enough time to unpack a family cloth. Your friend of mine, Johnny Leonard, we were outside at this hog roast bit, and the people who like came in a van to like serve this huge hog roast and were excellent. Johnny and I were chatting, and we were chatting about generally comedy-based stuff.
Yeah.
And then he said, "This must be a really busy time of year for you." And I was like, "Yeah, kind of. I'm kind of winding down for the year, I guess." And I looked over at him to find that he was in fact addressing the people serving the hog roast. And
Yes.
I stopped mid-sentence and said, "I'm going to kill myself."
I was surprised by how affected you were by this because
It was horrifying because
Yeah.
I've done this to someone before where I've started talking to one person and someone walking past has assumed that I was addressing them, and I've just seen the light leave their eyes, and I know how it feels. And I know what it looks like. So I was like, it's best to just acknowledge it because I couldn't bear... Because he tried to very politely go, no, I was asking both. You weren't asking both of us. And that's... It's so nice of you to do that.
I was asking both of you.
Yeah. Now Johnny I hadn't seen for quite some time, but the first time him and I ever met is also one of the most degrading moments of my life, which was a new act stand-up competition when I was very, very new in like 2012, 2013. And everyone at this stand-up comedy like semi-final or whatever it was absolutely tearing the roof off, doing so well. And I was feeling very smug and arrogant and excited about how my set was going to go.
Yeah.
And the guy on before me, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this on the pod before, but the guy on before me was all, it was like watching Richard Madeley do stand-up. I haven't seen this guy since. I'd never seen him before. It really was a hard watch. It really was a hard watch. And I was feeling even more confident. I was like, well, enter Glenn. We can make amends here.
Even more so.
Yes, and I got an even worse response. And I, like, an arrogant early 20s me wanted to say to the audience, no, if I'd been on anywhere else in the bill, you'd have been having a good time.
Yeah. This guy just reminded you of badness.
Yeah, I like it stunk up the place. The gigs start to improve once I was off stage, and I just felt so bad. I had no other gigs booked in the diary, and at the end of these competitions, they always go up on stage and they say, right, we're going to announce our winner and runners-up.
Yeah.
And they announced the winner, and then the two runners-up were also going to go through. And one of the runners-up, they were like, we want to make a note of saying that we think this act would have gone down even better were it not for, say, the act before them. And I was like, holy shit, it's going to be me. And they're saying that were it not for the guy on before me. Yeah. And what they did was they announced the guy was on after me. So they specifically had to say to the audience, we're really sorry about Glenn. You shouldn't have been put through. But fortunately, the guy afterwards managed to pick it up. It was Johnny Leonard. Johnny Leonard was the one after me. He was the one after me that they were like, we're putting you through, Johnny, and we're so sorry for what you had to go through.
That's incredible.
Right?
That's so funny, man.
I think that's one of the most damaging. That was the real, like, Simpsons, you won't be needing this, tearing out the heart moment of just, I couldn't believe it. And I had no gigs booked in the diary. So I spent months just thinking I was the worst comedian in the world because that's the only evidence he had. I got the mega bus back up to Sheffield overnight and I was like just staring out the window being like, I look like Adele, like forehead pressed against the window,
and
rain pouring down and me just going, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And weirdly, I told my parents about it.
You're like Eminem, hoodie up, angrily writing new jokes on the bus.
But I didn't have anything booked in. So, and then weirdly, I spoke to my mum knew about the Millican rule.
Yeah.
She knew about Sarah Millican's rule.
Oh, yes, yeah. You can feel bad about a bad gig till the next morning?
I think it's like the next morning, and it works the other way. You
Yeah.
can feel especially arrogant or wonderfully hubristic or really positive about a great gig until the next morning, and then you got to reset. But I had 3 months of bad. And it was, and from what
Millican months. Miller months.
Miller months.
You got 3 Miller months.
Left to live. I'm so sorry. It's a matter of Miller months. Is that loads of months or a really short month?
Yeah.
I want the doctor. I can't possibly.
Is it a thousandth of a month or 3,000 months? Because 3,000 months is 8 or 9 years.
I'm really sorry. The doctor has diagnosed you with 5,600 weeks. You've only got 5,600 weeks left. I'm really sorry. People in your situation go on to lead incredibly long and happy lives.
It's such a coincidence I can't resist, but you've only got 9,800, like 600
9,500, 600 minutes. So 1 year. I got 1 year,
Yeah.
But all in all,
Did you talk to Johnny about that?
No, because I was like, I don't know to
man.
make him feel awkward, because even though it was years ago, I feel like he'd be like, well, you've held on to this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I shouldn't remember that.
And you could say, I was telling the story to the pork man.
Yeah.
How do you feel now? Like a silly Billy, I bet. You were just next to the pork man, and I was just telling it.
On the way home from your stag, you reminded me of a foodstuff that I'd invented, or a name I'd invented for a foodstuff that I'd completely forgotten about, and it was with regards to healthy pizzas. I had no memory of this.
It's so good. So I remember, I think maybe it was during the great pandemic, and we were talking over Warzone or something. Yeah. The great pandemic. But you were just discussing in general terms how pointless you find it when someone orders a pizza, but they get like a really thin, like authentic one with not that much cheese on, and they'll be like just like artichokes and broccoli and things.
No memory of it.
The way that you described it was when you'd open the box and see that, you'd be like, well, are Ofsted in? Are we being inspected?
Yeah. But now, every time I see a healthy pizza, I'm going to think, you've ordered Ofsted pizza.
That's how I've been thinking that for years.
This is a good pizza.
Yeah, it's incredibly improved.
Yeah.
A few years ago, this kind of pizza would have been absolutely devastating for your future.
Yeah.
But now it's an excellent pizza.
It's
Ofsted pizza is how I think. Whenever I go through the menu and it's like capers, black olives, and artichokes.
And we're not having fun today, are we?
Ofsted pizza.
Yeah. The Pizza Express one that's got a hole in the middle for salad, and you go, like I'm trying to trick myself. Like I won't notice. We put a pizza slice under your nose as you eat some broccoli. Like it's just, am I a donkey?
Yeah, like an ape.
Yeah.
Like the way you trick an ape in a lab. Yeah, sorry, while you eat this pizza, someone is going to be sitting in and observing.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. So that's why there's all
But it's like the dream I had about the person going around AQA exams with a pepper grinder. That's what that was. That was Ofsted pizza.
Ofsted pizza.
Yeah.
You were trying to remember the joke. Your brain was sending you confusing signals.
Yeah. I dreamt last night me telling people about a game I play. Yeah. And I'd realized, but it is a game I play in real life, but I'd never thought about it consciously. So my subconscious, for the first time, had me articulating and explaining the game I play.
It's this mind of yours and your dream knowledge.
You're ill.
It's so wasted on comedy. You'd be such a good detective.
No,
your dreams are telling you about who did a murder.
No,
instead of like
what my dream was telling me about.
Best fart.
No, what my dream.
Whatever stupid fucking thing.
And the award goes to
those we've lost.
But it's not useful because I couldn't be a detective because my dream was articulating the game I play subconsciously,
right.
Which is whenever I'm scrolling down on a document, like skim reading or like terms and conditions where you're trying to get to the bottom, I move my mouse around so it fits between all the gaps in the word so I don't hit any words on the way down. Like it's a little game I play, like a maze.
Okay, So as you're scrolling through with a long contract,
Yeah.
You
And you do
just-
that thing, you click the center button of the mouse in, so it's now just a case of moving the mouse up and down like a Jedi. I'll then move the cursor like from
Okay.
side to side, so it's going in between, like the gaps between the words. It never hits a word.
That's fucking mad.
Yeah.
This is a thing you do every time you agree to a terms and conditions.
I mean, I've done it certainly before. I don't think I've done it every single time.
How
But my
did-
dream was suddenly like, I was telling someone at a party and they were like, "You're really boring." And then I woke up.
Who was it?
They weren't happy that I was telling them.
It was just a dream person.
The pheromone is so severe, I get told off in my dreams. I was
Are you still being told off, Clarice?
Yeah. Ow. I was in Lyme Regis at the weekend, doing my final gigs of the year in Cornwall.
Yes.
And sometimes you go to like a tourist town and you go down the high street and you're like, I don't know how the people who live here, where do you get your things?
Yes.
Do you get your groceries from the trinkets shops?
There's nowhere to buy objects.
Yeah.
Apart from, I can get magnets,
Yes.
niche milk.
Like, I'm hungry, but I'm not in the mood for a dinosaur bone from the Cornish coast. That's not why I've come to Dorset for this.
I think those places have been so revolutionized by big Sainsbury's deliveries or Tesco deliveries.
Gotta be, but there was nothing around. I was like, what? One of you has to sell first-hand books. You have to.
Yeah, not every book can be a charming age-ed.
Someone owned it originally. Someone, these have to have come from nowhere first.
They've got factories now where they print the books, they bind them, and then on the way out, someone legally owns them for 2 minutes.
Yes, yeah.
And flicks through them and kind of fucks them up a bit,
Mm.
cracks the spine,
Yeah.
folds over a few corners.
Yeah.
And for premium prices, you can get sort of interesting little pencil annotations.
Yes. I had to, I realized I didn't pack enough clothes and I had to buy clothes while I was there.
No, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Just I was there for 1 day extra than I'd
I'd
hoped.
love it if you had to gig in a monk costume.
Yeah.
I've only packed my habit.
Well, that's it, because I haven't packed that many clothes in the first place in my sort of stasis accommodation.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I'm like one shirt down, and I hate I'm someone who, if I remove an item of clothing, I can't put it back on.
Okay.
I really don't like that at all.
Yeah.
But what it meant was I realized I also hadn't brought scissors. And in these sort of Cornish and Dorset-based seaside towns, all they have, white stuff, sea salt, and fat face are like the 3 clothing brands. So thick jumpers and the like. And I bought a shirt and a t-shirt, and the tag is on a thick rope.
Yeah, it's on a sort of nautical.
Yeah, and you go, just a little bit of string that I can tug with my hands.
You could catch a crab with it.
Yeah, so I found myself in a situation where I was in Falmouth the next night, running late for the gig because I was trying to remove the labels from my clothes with my keys. So I was using it to saw through rope, and it's the most I've ever felt like a prisoner. Or just trying to do an escape attempt. In reality, I'm just trying to remove the label from a fat face shirt because I can't tuck it in.
What's one of the funniest things that Tim Key puts into his poems is that his sort of poem self is just constantly going into fat face and buying things. Constantly buying fleeces and stuff.
I see it's such Christmas present from your parents' clothing, I think. That and white stuff is such Christmas present clothes.
What is fat face for? It's got a kind of zigzaggy 90s style logo label thing.
The logo in no way represents what the content of the store is.
It looks like a tiki bar.
Yes, and in reality, what it sells is the sort of stuff that the Bush, Tom Skinner guy, would wear.
Is that who it is?
Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like fake farmer.
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of.
Chelsea tractors.
Yeah, kind of. It's quite gilet adjacent.
Yes, and fleeces and stuff.
Mm.
But yeah, the logo to me suggests surfing tiki shop.
Yeah, it's Quicksilver.
Yeah.
And it just isn't.
Yeah.
It's a lie. So I get very annoyed if I go past a restaurant and the name is of the wrong cuisine. I drove past a restaurant months ago that was called the Olive Tree, and it was an Indian restaurant, and it was oh, I'm so sorry, you've got that wrong. I'm so sorry to tell you this. You're Italian?
Yes.
I'm sorry you had to find out like this, but actually you're an Italian restaurant.
Or Greek.
Yeah. It's like if you went to a place that was called the Blue Orchard, and it was Turkish. You go, no. So I'm sorry you had to find out like this. You're Chinese, actually, and you have been all along. I hope someone would have told you by now.
Yeah, if it's called pandan leaf,
Yeah.
I'm not going there to get fish and chips.
Yeah.
You're like, where's the... There should be a kind of green curry sauce on this.
Yeah, a place that's called like the Land of Reeds, and it's like a greasy burger joint. You go, no. No.
Yeah. You can't be called like Shaolin province
Yeah.
and sell me,
Like a lobster bisque.
Oh yeah, God, that's
Yeah.
that's no, that's no good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called like Tsingtao province or whatever the fuck, and it's just selling like French cuisine.
Yes.
Where was this olive?
It was between towns, so I don't know if you ever have this. I mean, I guess you don't.
There's a
drive
bar.
between
Do
gigs.
you know what I think it is?
Mm.
I bet you, because I've seen this locally.
Mm.
It's the old sign of the old restaurant, and they're just like, well, fucking
Good enough.
We'll replace it whenever.
Yeah.
Or they've gone under this name. It has loads of good reviews.
Yeah, we can pretend the BHS stands for something else.
Genuinely near
Big hot soup.
big hot soup.
You got a big hot soup.
Big hearty
I
stews.
swear I used to buy my kids' school uniform in there. No, it's big hot soup, and it always has been.
Beef hearty stew.
Beef heart.
And the hearties in brackets.
Yeah, it was for me. It was good. Oh, it was beef hearty.
And you'll be farty after you've had a big enough bowl. I near so dumb. Near here. It's end of year hysterics.
It is absolutely
End of
it's
term.
It's a giddiness.
There is a place near here where I don't want to say. I don't want to say it's right.
Just the idea of a restaurant really proudly telling you how flatulent and crapulent you'll be afterwards.
We've got London's echoiest bathrooms.
Yeah, don't bring a veteran into the toilets because the sound of gunfire is going to be like fireworks night for them. Do not bring a dog into the bathroom. But the idea of someone like them advertising your restaurant having a TV advert where someone's like really enjoying the meal on the central camera and go, God, I might need to buy some more loo roll after this. But it's like really positive. The meal's cheap, but the charmin wasn't.
Oh, that smells great. And you'll be smelling it for days.
Well, I came up with a restaurant that I realised a simpler version exists, but an all-you-can-eat restaurant where they weigh you as you come in and weigh you as you come out.
And that's how they charge you.
That's how they
like
charge
pick
you.
and mix.
What I realised. Yeah, there are some restaurants that just weigh your plate, and I was like, that's easier.
Yeah.
That's easier because actually, what would happen is you'd have people desperately shitting, but people would be arriving ready to go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so that they can arrive, that they can then leave lighter.
Or just have metal shoes.
Yes, yeah. You left your shoes behind. I don't need them.
I don't need them.
They're yours. It's fine.
You enjoy.
Yeah.
Near here, there is a barber's. And I don't want to say the real name. But near here, there is a barber's that's called like Susan's Barbers. And it's got a big like metal sign kind of thing. So it's like quite an expensive sign, I guess, to replace or get rid of. Or...
Yeah.
Susan's not in there.
Yeah.
It's for Kurdish guys. And I go there to get my hair cut, and it's all fine. But Susan's not there.
Yeah, can you go in and ask and say, I quite like Susan, actually. The manager of I want the finest person.
Yeah.
I do know people,
But
multiple people, who when they go to like the barbers, they ask for like the head barber.
Yeah.
I'm always like, can the manager do it? And it'd be very funny if they're like, well, he hasn't really cut hair, but like he's more an admin.
Yeah.
He can cut your hair, but it'd be the worst. Yeah. Guy in a suit comes down like, yeah.
Who's your accountant? Starts offering you business.
Yeah.
But I know people who've lived in the area for years, and it's always been that way. So where's Susan?
So Susan never existed.
No, at some point, Susan existed enough to... But look, Susan must have existed, because the alternative explanation is that these four nice Kurdish guys went, we'll call it Susan's.
Well, maybe they were just like, look, we're moving to a really English area. Will people prefer it? Will, like, the racists and xenophobes prefer it if it's got a very British name?
Yeah.
And that will make it more, I don't know, appealing to a guy called Terry.
Admiral Nelson's Curry House. It's like that.
Yeah, I think so. Because I feel this way
Queen
about,
Victoria's Chinese takeaway.
I feel this way about Rosa's tie.
Yeah. Well, do you know why that is?
She isn't.
Do you-
Because she had like a cafe. She had like a cafe in Soho or wherever.
Yeah.
And then she got bought out and they were like, in tribute to her, for
Yeah.
now homeless Rosa, we've named it after her to taunt her every time she walks past.
Soho's angriest fried bread
Yeah.
seller.
Yeah.
That is all part of that kind of like sometimes overwhelming Soho nostalgia that London does really suffer from.
Yes.
A little bit like going on about, who's the guy who would do like Francis Bacon being at like the French house and stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think Rosa's tie is a unique example of people being like, but don't worry, it's still the same old London.
Yes.
It's not, is it?
Yeah, sorry we've had to close down your jelly-eeled cafe, mister, but don't worry, we'll name this casino after you, Mr. Hippodrome. Oh, thank you.
Named after old Barry Hippodrome.
Barry Odeon and his cinema.
He used to show the most frightening porn in Europe. And Francis Bacon would go in there, and so would
Frightening porn.
frightening porn.
A dick jump scare.
What's wrong with them? What's wrong with them? Yeah. And Bruce Forsyth would come and watch it.
Oh, he'd jack off.
And you'd look at the back row of the cinema, and all along there, jacking off would be the best and the brightest of England.
Yeah, that's the only reason he hosted that show. He thought it was called Strictly Come, which was the name of the business.
Strictly.
Strictly Come. Yeah.
Yeah, this whole thing of Soho being like this marvelous old...
Sounded terrifying.
Well, it was terrifying, but now they try and still trade off that when there's like a Cath Kidston and like 11 Barry Trotter shops.
Yeah.
Or like Wizard Boy wand seller.
Yeah, those are quite funny. They do look enticing though. I'm both judgmental about them. I'm like, that's cozy. If I was an American tourist, I'd be like absolutely sucked into that.
You love the coziness. Yeah, that's true. I think your dream situation would be a pub that's been done up like a rip-off Harry Potter shop.
Oh, fuck yeah.
As close as possible.
That's really devastating and true. Yeah.
A pub that's done up like a rip-off Harry Potter shop.
Yeah.
And the genre of cuisine is Alsatian. And I don't mean the dog.
What do you mean?
I mean that is the part of the world, Alsace-Lorraine.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Which
yeah.
has the intersection of all the things you like, which is French
sausage and cheese.
sausage, cheese, and sausage, cheese, wine, and beer and bread.
Yeah.
That's the French-German cult. That's
yeah.
Your heart is in Alsace-Lorraine.
Fuck yeah. I need to move.
You have to move to the banks of the Rhine.
Why did you do that? Because for the cheese. For the cheese, of course. That's why I went. Yeah. That's why I left.
So we should say,
yeah,
our plan, due to insane busyness and Glenn moving house and being trapped in a monk's costume, is this is going to be the sort of Christmas episode, and for the episode that comes out on the 20th...
Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve.
It will come out on Christmas Eve.
It's going to be a Patreon episode that's given to you guys as a kind of fun... Have a little taste of this.
Yeah, we'll handpick a nice one.
Little taste of the good life.
And it will let you think, hey, I'll sign up to the Patreon. If you are a Patreon subscriber, you will get a brand new episode on Christmas Eve. So do not worry. Also, obviously we want you to, we're plugging our Patreon because it's a brand new episode every single week. And you get this for the price of £4.50 a month, is it?
A beer a month.
It's a beer a month. It's a beer a month. Full new episode every single week, plus access to the entire back catalogue of season 2, which has been going since beginning of July.
And season 1 now.
And season 1 as
well.
So
essentially like 4 years of content.
Oh, hundreds of episodes that you can listen to.
Yeah.
For a very, very cheap price indeed. You can also gift a subscription as well. If you know someone who's a fan of the podcast and you go, hey, I might gift them a year, you'll get it at a discounted rate as well.
Yes, you get a discount for bulk buying, as with all things.
In terms of a Christmas plug as well.
Yeah.
I think it will have been announced by now. But I have a stand-up special that you can watch on TV over Christmas.
Yes.
It's my first ever special that I filmed, and it's going to be on Sky. From Sunday the 21st is when it's first been broadcast, 10:30 p.m, Sky Comedy and Now TV. But then it's on demand for basically months and months after that. So if you want to watch it over Christmas, this is a 2025 special recorded in 2024 of my 2022 show, which was about the year 2020. So I hope it's held up chronologically.
Get 3 p.m. on Christmas Day. finish lunch, get the family together, and all sit around and watch Glenn's Christmas speech.
Yes, my Christmas speech. And I think it's aged perfectly fine. It's mostly about how Russell Brand inspired me to get into comedy in the first place. But yeah, please do check it out. I hope you watch it and enjoy it. And also, this is completely different to the show that I'm touring at the moment. So if you like the show and then you're like, hey, I want to see Glenn on tour, then I'm back on tour in January for a few months. And then I'm going to Melbourne and Sydney if you want to see me in March and April. And then your tour starts in the new year as well.
Yes, I'll be Soho Theatre in January. Come see me in London. And then I'm on tour from the end of February to somewhere near you if you live in the UK, Ireland, or the Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? So do come along. And yes, these are the Christmas gift options. BudPod membership and tickets to see us.
Perfect for Nanny.
Perfect for Nanny, the dog from Peter Pan. So, it being the Christmas thing, we should do some Christmassy...
Let's do some Christmas correspondence.
Christmas correspondence. Do you have any Christmas traditions?
The main ones we do is Chinese takeaway Christmas Eve.
Oh, really?
That's a must. That's a real
really?
must. Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know when this started. Must have been about 14 years old.
Yeah.
And what used to happen is on Christmas Eve we'd always have fish pie. And I don't know if that's meant to be something either. And I think we sort of gently staged an intervention with my mum years ago. And we went, I just think none of us like fish pie. And my mum was like, oh yeah, I mean, I don't like it. And it was like, then why are we doing it?
It's a festive punishment.
Yeah, and then it became this. I think actually, we end up getting really generous portions on Christmas Eve because they were like, "You're our only customer tonight, so
I hope
have everything we made."
I hope you fucking like Chinese food.
Yeah,
because you're getting double.
That was the main thing. Yeah, but other than that, nothing bonkers. Oh no, sorry. We exchange Christmas cards on Christmas Eve and hand them to each other.
Yeah,
Katie's like, what is going on?
I'd forgotten. I actually didn't ask the question thinking of that. I'd forgotten that. And it's so odd. And you read them in front of the other person.
Silently. You don't read it. Because also like, and it's very strange because I would like...
Which is worse?
I'd put the effort in and do like insane cards. Like for my sister, I would get like a few tabloid newspapers and cut out all the letters and make it look like a ransom sort of thing. And I'd be like, well, at least try and put some humor into it. Or just like decorate it with a TV presenter that they do not care about.
Yes.
That sort of thing. And I think they'd always be like, Glenn, it's not really in the spirit of it. Whereas then my mum would receive a card from my dad, which is just one of those ones where it's like, it's not a rhyming poem. Do you know what I mean? Like, every day is special because you're involved and Christmas is all the better for your existence. I hope your day is filled with merriment and joy. And it is a splendid day. And then my dad would just write to my darling wife, lots of love from Roger.
So
and I'm like, well, that's not nicer because you didn't say that.
Just formatted like a poem.
Yeah.
That's odd.
Yeah.
But so what happens is like you're standing up and you're just going like reading it and you're like having to watch their reaction live to see what they think.
No,
of it.
you all hand them to each other. So like I'll do one for my sister, my parents do one for me. So you have like 2 cards, and then everyone else has got their 2 cards, and you just go, oh, thank you, so that's really sweet. Thank you so much, that's really sweet. And then you put them up, and the whole time you're like, I want a chow mein.
This has made me very tense. Imagining this.
Yeah, it is odd.
The whole time I'd be sitting there going,
yeah, do you know what?
Have I Christmased well?
Do you know what? It is horrible.
Have I Christmased enough? But I would worry that I'd written the wrong, because whenever someone says to me, oh, we'll do this, I, again, quite autistically, just think like, this is a chance to, there's 1,000 ways to get this wrong, and probably 4 ways to get it right.
Well, actually, I'd find you wouldn't really ever write a sentiment. You'd just write a generic, I hope it's the best Christmas ever. You'd basically repeat what is already on the card. Sometimes you can just write left blank inside for your own message. You could just write that if you wanted.
I would have to make it funny.
What I hate.
It's such an opportunity for humor.
That's what I would always do.
Yeah,
but that was
yeah.
always treated with like Glenn. You go, no, I wrote a joke. I wrote a joke for you.
Glenn's drawn a cock and balls on his Christmas card again.
I wrote you what I'd get paid for normally.
Yeah, I've given you free work.
Yeah. What I hate in all kinds of cards is when they're not left blank inside for your own message.
Yeah.
And they say happy birthday in them. And you go, well, I was going to say that.
Yeah.
You've taken my line. What am I meant to fucking write now?
I went through a phase years ago of a running joke where, at random and for no reason, I would send my friend Harry cards that I had like defaced to be different, like really horribly.
Yeah.
So like he would get a really big chunky card that's like, to my fabulous niece. on your 5th birthday, like a really specific
yeah.
one, and it comes with a badge that says "I'm 5 today."
Oh, those are always fun to do.
But I would like really aggressively in biro cross out niece.
And then put correct
and write like Harry, and sort of deface the images to try and as though like that was the only card left in the world.
Yeah,
and I had to just deal with it.
Or you didn't realize till you got home. And you go, oh, fuck.
And I'd write the message with my left hand. It would be a sort of insane, like aggressive.
I'd always do this
message.
for Mother's Day and Father's Day. Buy a £1 card where it had a £1 sticker on it, and I'd have an arrow pointing to it, and I'd say, "I love you this much." That was always a fun one to do. Yeah, I mean, like most cards are wretched, aren't they? I just really want a plain talking, like "Happy birthday." I'll tell you in person how I feel.
Just WhatsApp me.
WhatsApp me.
Yeah. I'm still reading a message.
Yeah. Why does it matter if you held a pen? Oh, now your hand hurts because it's 2025. I hold a pen about once a year and it's agony now.
Do you know what?
I feel like a horse.
I don't mind receiving it. It's the fact that then you feel bad about not doing it back. I feel like Christmas cards are like wearing bowler hats all the time.
An affectation?
No. Well, yeah, but like society needs to all do it or no one does it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the old day, when you see a photograph of, like, you see a picture of the first like a big thing in Piccadilly Circus or something in like 1930, and there isn't an unhatted head. Yeah. Because that was the rule. Yeah. Christmas cards are like that. If everyone did it, I'd feel like, oh, what a nice thing we're all doing.
A lovely pyramid scheme. And you give it to him, and then you donate. You give cards to 5 other people.
Absolutely.
And then, yeah.
I would enjoy it then, because everyone would have this long thing of Christmas cards, and it would feel like a social network of like something that was binding us.
Yeah, fuck.
But if it's just like, I have to go buy a trilby to wear to go hang out with my friend who wears hats all the time.
I'd usually get a Christmas card. The one Christmas card I'll receive will be from someone I barely know, but they send out 50 Christmas cards a year. And I'm like, great. So the only Christmas card I'm sending this year is back to that former colleague.
Yeah. As a way of sort of kind of like, and done to you. Like a kind of
and
social
also
tension.
To you. Yeah.
And
to you wishes you happy Christmas. I got like a birthday card years ago from like one of my mum's friends. And it was like from her husband, her son, who I last seen when I was like 8, and his sister, and then also some other girl's name. And I was like, who's Sarah? And Mum was like, oh, that's his girlfriend. And I was like, does she know? Does she know she's wished me happy birthday?
Was it like when they write like a dog?
I saw my name with an X.
Like a deliberately bad writing from a dog.
I thought it'd be really funny to find her on like social media and send a really gushing thank you of like genuinely, it made my birthday that you said happy birthday. Thank you so much.
But also demanding her address.
Yeah.
so that you can send
But I remember at the time thinking like...
a card.
But I remember at the time suddenly thinking, well, how many cards am I on?
Yeah, fuck.
How many cards are out there that have been signed by someone else on behalf of me saying, and Glenn? I don't know.
If you're listening and you're going to send Christmas cards, please write Glenn's name on them.
Yeah, you have my permission.
Yeah.
I wish whatever relative, colleague, whatever, I wish them happy Christmas.
Yeah. So do put Glenn on your cards and send us what it's like to explain why.
This might make more sense if you're as part of a large family and there's like 6 of you signing. If it's just one of you and then it's and Glenn, then it's going to look like we're in a relationship. And we haven't told anyone.
Yeah, that might be odder. But let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. In terms of some Christmas-style messages, Martha has sent us some Christmas tat.
Okay.
This is a wooden sign.
Okay.
Santa saw your Instagram pics. Right? That's in like Times New Roman.
Right.
And then in italics, the funny bit, what do you think it says?
You're on the naughty list.
I mean, it's definitely that is the vibe. You're getting blanks and a blank.
Coal.
Blanks, plural, and a blank.
Coals and charcoal.
You're getting coals and a charcoal.
What weird AI wooden board is this?
You're getting coals and a charcoal.
But yeah, that's someone who can't do banter. Oh yeah, well you're gonna if you get your fucking head if it wasn't screwed on, you idiot, idiot. My mum says I'm twice the man you are, so fuck, so fucking hell to you.
Well, behavior like that, you're getting coals and a charcoal at this Christmas. It's very
match of the day 2 banter.
It's very being delivered with like the most ice white smiles. Ice white smiles.
Yeah.
And like tan, deep bronzed bodies.
Yeah.
It's like watching people from the George Clooney espresso advert swap banter in a heat wave.
That is, I think that's the hardest I've ever laughed, is when you and I drove to McHuntleth like 7 years ago and we're talking about how bizarre the George Clooney Jack Black coffee advert was.
It's horrible.
But they're in LA and this like in a coffee party.
It's a 38 degrees LA daytime coffee party.
Outdoors. And we were talking about how it's like Inception. They
suits
suddenly
and
go,
robes.
I don't remember arriving here. And the toilet is just obviously, the queue is huge. They've long since run out of the last bit of loo roll. There's like some wet trodden bits into the floor. But they turn the taps and it's just hot coffee. And they're like, I just feel so thirsty.
There's no water.
Yeah.
And all you can ever have is a single
pod.
espresso. Just going,
They've just got these large wet patches, all right? Like George Clooney's got these huge wet patches, like he's Lee Evans.
yeah.
His suit's just getting
like
dragged.
the Evans, and people are so parched.
Yeah, I can't. I try to leave, but the door just keeps leading me back into here.
And they're just having panic attacks. The people are just going. Like, you can choose between thirst and heart rate. Should we go out on the balcony? It's not better out there. It's not better. The sunlight's just direct.
But even if it was a party for like recovering alcoholics, they're not having an espresso. The year I went of just going a year without alcohol just to see what it's like,
Yeah.
and I had to go to 4 weddings, I realised after a certain number of days, you go, I can't have another cup of tea.
Yeah.
At this reception, I can't have another cup of tea. I
Yeah.
can't.
I can't have another
The 11 cups of tea.
half pint of diluted milk.
Yes, that's it. I wasn't considering the amount of milk I was
Like I'm
ingesting.
ill in a novel. I'm having to have gruel. Santa saw your Instagram pics. You're getting clothes and a Bible.
Okay.
You're getting
Bible?
clothes and a Bible.
Right, okay. So presumably they're in like
It's
in
a-
a state
it's a-
of undress on Instagram.
Yeah, they've got their bum out.
So why is that not Christian? You know?
'Cause
Why
it's
is that
not-
so?
It's not humble.
Yeah.
It's not humble. This is very American, though, of course.
God, clothes and a Bible is shit. Also, I go like, yeah. So bad news, I'm afraid. You're getting clothes for Christmas. Oh, like all Christmases,
Okay.
like the last few Christmases.
Okay. And a Bible. What, the new edition?
Well, yeah. What new rule of it? There's an 11th commandment.
Don't have your knockers out.
That'd be awful. As soon as it's scribed on a tablet.
This is written here in Biro.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, think about it.
It's in Aramaic.
This, this is cuneiform. This is one where it's just like AI slop badly translated.
Like the fucking Shrek and Fiona one we saw of them.
Yeah, haunt.
It was Shrek. It was like a snow globe, and it was like Shrek like rimming Fiona.
Yeah.
His head was just buried between like in her ass, and it said "Haunt and Fiona." I have been dying the last couple of days. The idea that he's called Haunt.
Haunt. The verb for ghosts.
Haunt
and Fiona.
so much about some like football Twitter account in 2009 being like, "Oh, does anyone low-key think Rooney looks like Haunt?" Haunt.
What's your favorite Pixar movie character? It's got to be Haunt.
Yeah.
Do you know? Did you know that originally Haunt wasn't supposed to have a Scottish accent?
Yeah, it's because Chris Farley died.
Chris
yeah,
Farley
and
died.
he haunts the character.
Mike Myers voiced Haunt.
Haunt.
Haunt and Fiona, and it's like a sex doll thing, like a fucking Haunt. How does that happen? It's not like it's not. If it was called Shirk,
I've looked at the keyboard. The letters aren't next to each
Yeah.
other.
If he was called Shirk, you go, yeah, fine.
Oh, I see what's happened there.
or like Hisrek.
But I think it's one of those things where if you look it up, you go, no, there's this like Danish folklore, like a horrible goblin, and he eats kids. And Haunt is a big thing. So when DreamWorks released Shrek in Denmark, they had to call it Haunt the Third because that's what everyone would just think it's Haunt.
Yeah,
otherwise.
or like Shrek is the worst swear word in Slovak.
Yes.
So they just had to they call him Haunt.
Yes. Which language is it? Is it Icelandic, where the end is slut? So, like Finding Nemo, for instance, it ends up really lovely,
yes.
and then it just goes like slut, full stop.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Slut.
Yeah. Sorry.
So this is a very Haunt style sign. Haunt and Fiona. They fucking nailed Fiona.
Yeah, that's harder.
It's not called Haunt and Grob or something. So
Donkey's just known as like the horse. With a full stop.
it's called him. Haunt Fiona and him. So the little sign says, this is how it starts, right? As for me and my house, right? So already it's...
Right, so it's,
we're mid-conversation.
Starting a sign with, but enough about me.
Walking up to someone and going, as for me, I'm going to do that. Sorry. What have you been narrating in your fucking head before you spoke to me?
I'd love to start a novel with, however, comma.
That would be good. Yeah. I think people would be like, this is very good.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
As for me and my house...
Didn't ask.
Also, like, are you, like, house Stark?
Oh, me and my big house.
I think it means household. I think they've...
Yeah.
It's badly translated from
Oh,
something.
yeah, because it's become a Game of Thrones thing.
Me and
My
my
house.
My house. As for me and my house, we will watch... Right? So...
Right.
As for me and my house, we will watch.
Yeah.
And then in big italics, Christmas movies.
That's it.
Well, that's the end of that section.
Right, okay.
So, as for me and my house, we will watch Christmas movies.
Mhm.
And then underneath, it just says Christmas 24/7. That's a wooden sign you can have in your house.
But I don't even know what that could have been translated from.
Yeah.
Yeah, call me wacky, but we have a little old weird Christmas tradition where we watch the Polar Express. Right?
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
me,
that sounds, you've nailed it.
me and the whole house.
Yeah, but I'm saying all of us as a family.
Right.
Genuinely, we sit down and we watch Home Alone together, genuinely on Christmas Day.
It's
Okay.
baffling. And then a load of like toilet Christmas signs. And I think if you're thinking enough about Christmas that you're having special toilet signs for it, seasonal toilet signage, it's too much.
Yeah. Oh, so also for Christmas 24/7, you go, well, it isn't because it's one day, so it should be 24/1.
Yeah.
I'm watching Christmas movies 24/1.
We-
Just all day, one day.
I saw a headline where it was like, Britain's most Christmassy man has had to downsize from his usual like 30 Christmas
Yeah,
trees
you
he
go,
puts
how
up.
many tattoos? How many tattoos of Santa does he have? Just tell us.
Yeah, but like
Britain's most is always mentally ill.
yeah, but also with like Christmassy, and like my friend Jason sent to one of our group chats a thing about like it's like footage from the 90s about like a man who has Christmas every day,
Oh,
and he's like a very
Drew Barrymore in
he's a
50
very-
First Dates.
he's a very camp old man who just like has Christmas every day and has a Christmas lunch every day.
Fuck.
Yeah, and I just whenever I see a headline, it's like so-and-so's most Christmassy man, I just think, yeah, I got diagnosed Christmassy about 2 years ago. I'm Christmassy level 1.
Yeah.
And I've
Where are you on the Christmas spectrum?
the Christmas scale.
Yeah.
How festive are you? I'm pretty festive.
Yeah.
It only manifests in certain ways, of course, for different people, your Christmassiness. Yeah. So whenever I see that, I think, okay, yeah, is this...
Yeah, also when they go like,
How
it's,
benign is this level of media attention?
Britain's most Christmassy house, and you could just call it Britain's most electricity using house.
Britain's brightest house. Do you know the Tractor Ted? Is this a kids show that you're aware of?
No, I don't. I've never heard of Tractor Ted.
So, this is just some altered lyrics from Dan that we should say.
Okay.
Dear Come and Comer. That's horrible.
I know. I really like that no effort has been made to change our names.
No.
Come and Comer's really nice.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, more pejorative. Call us more like pejorative Jim Carrey slurs for no reason.
Yes.
All right, AIDS Ventura.
In so many ways, such a 90s insult. So I'm gonna try and find the Tractor Ted appears to be some kind of green tractor thing for kids, right? But it's like real, except that the tractor is 3D.
Okay.
This? Any
No,
bells?
this
Let
doesn't
me get
look.
the tune in my
Okay.
head.
But yeah, but let's hear the tune first, because then
Yeah.
otherwise we don't know what the parody is
Yeah,
of.
yeah, yeah. As a father to a toddler, I'm exposed to many annoying, unsubtle songs on repeat for hours. One key purveyor of such tripe is a boring green cunt called Tractor Ted. I'm sure Glenn is familiar with the bewheeled prick.
I'm not, but YouTube has muddied the water so much that there's the actual TV shows, and then there's actual YouTube ones. There's one called like Steve and Maggie. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah?
It's just the most flat. Steve and Maggie's ice cream van. I scream, you scream. Ah, ha, ha. It's delivered like that. That's not me trying to sing it. That's exactly how it's delivered. It's as nasal and flat as that. And it's just a bloke. It's just a guy who looks like Alfie Moore, the police comedian, just doing a YouTube kids show. It's absolutely insufferable. And to the point where I hate it so much, I now don't like hearing the name Stephen Mangan because it reminds me of Steve and Maggie.
We can't have a society where everyone has a kind of 3-person celebrity that they like. Yeah. And I'm aware of the irony of saying that as a man with 2 podcasts. But it just makes everything seem insane, like a dream.
Yes, yeah.
So it's Tractor Ted is asleep in his shed as the cockerel says good morning. There's lots to do, Farmer Tom and Midge too, down on the farm exploring. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Dan's version is Tractor Ted's got kids in his shed and the police are coming calling. He's made it through the first interview, but the bodies now need moving. Time to leave the farm with Tractor Ted. Toot, 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 toot. Let's burn down the barn. The kids are dead. Toot, 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 toot. Yeah, it's very good.
I like the idea of a police interrogation of being like, I think I've passed the first meeting. I think I've passed the first interview. I've got a big one with the superintendent.
if that goes well, who knows?
Maybe the chief of South Yorkshire Police, if I'm lucky.
Who knows?
Yeah.
And a message from Sohan saying, checking in, exciting opportunity this February. Hi, I'm reaching out to invite you to be part of the 7th edition of the Middle East Women Leaders Summit.
Okay.
Taking place this February in Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Hey.
Yeah, an exclusive invite-only gathering of the country's top C-suite executives, entrepreneurs, and change makers. Join us at this event to connect with a diverse community of empowered women in Saudi.
So wait,
how
did
empowered?
You get sent this?
Yeah.
Did BudPod get sent this?
BudPod, this is for us.
It is a podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to Riyadh, baby.
We're going to Riyadh.
Don't worry, it's not for the comedy festival. It's for something wildly different.
It's to celebrate the Middle East Women Leaders Summit. And if any of them...
Will they let me do a set?
We'll both do a set.
Yeah.
We'll both do a set. And we'll let the Saudi authorities know if any of the women get a bit too empowered so they can be executed.
And with that, all that's left to say is Merry Christmas.
They executed over 200 people in the last year. It's fucking mad. It's true.
Including Mickey Flanagan.
Yeah.
They didn't like his set.
They don't know what fish markets are. It's just not really a thing. Like, kind of Cockney thing. They thought he was making fun of them.
Yeah.
They really, like, cheekiness is very highly valued in the Cockney community. But much less so in Riyadh, I think. You
get killed.
You get killed.
Dude, you're going to get yourself killed. You've been too cheeky.
Mickey
cut up with the fucking whimsy, man. You're going to get us killed.
Mickey Flanagan got sawn up and put in a big bag. With some salt and vinegar. Mickey Flanagan's dismembered body was discovered in a suitcase.
And sad news coming out of Riyadh this morning.
The beloved
police have identified,
Mickey Flanagan.
Yes, with wounds consistent with beheading or something. Consistent with is always just like, we've got verbs. Use one of the verbs.
Yeah, just say it. Well, look, it's time for the Patreon episode. Apologies for it looking like we're in a little room that's on fire. That will continue until we figure out what's wrong with these cameras.
We're being sponsored by smoke alarm adverts.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a big shout out to our sponsor, the smoke alarm.
Yeah, a big shout out to our sponsor, the Concept of Fire. It's back, baby.